First at 4, this may be Mother Nature's idea of an April Fool's joke because it all goes away tomorrow. Find out how quickly we start warming back up.
All right, Ben, also first at 4, the state's largest school district is pushed back to virtual learning. Paula Tutman live to talk about why. And Paula, you found other districts scrambling too.
Oh my goodness, Devin, because these COVID numbers are going up and spring break is on, kids are out of school, and districts are trying to figure out how to keep kids in school after families travel. The math isn't adding up.
Also, George Floyd's girlfriend takes the stand, what she says about the day they met and how her testimony might help the prosecution. All first at 4, next.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Devin Skillian in for Karen today. The boys of summer are back. We'll call it that anyway. Still seeing signs of winter with snow falling into the afternoon. But on the left, you see the snowflakes blowing and swirling around in downtown Detroit. Times looked kind of nasty, but on the right, you can see Comerica Park as fans arrived. Snow was falling during the game. That game's still underway, in fact, with the Tigers up on the Cleveland Indians right now. Late, just about an inning and a half to go, and the Tigers are up 3-0. Our team coverage of opening day kicks off tonight coming up at 5. But right now, let's jump into the first forecast because, Ben, as you mentioned, April, with no need in an April Fool's joke, the weather supplied it.
No, and a lot of us aren't laughing at this one, especially those folks who are weathering the game downtown right now. You can see there's still plenty of snow showers, especially in the southern half of the area and right there in St. Clair County. But the back edge of that is starting to advance through the area. We are seeing clearing here on the satellite. You can see those clouds are a lot thinner there in the north zone. So gradually we will get some late sunshine in here. That'll put a stop to the snowflakes. Already seeing some blue skies out there in Mount Clemens. But look at that current temperature, still below freezing, 30 degrees, and our wind chills in the 20s across the area, and temperatures will get there tonight by midnight. In fact, we're going to our coldest night of the forecast tonight, but we bounce back pretty quickly tomorrow. We'll look at all that coming up in just a few minutes. Devin?
All right, Ben. Today we are seeing growing concerns about the coronavirus in Michigan. Detroit schools going back to virtual learning and a new variant confirmed in the state, which was not what anyone needed. Health and Human Services tells us it's the so-called Brazil variant found in a Bay County resident. Local experts are investigating the source. They're requiring a 14-day quarantine for that patient and all close contacts of that patient. Overall, the state reporting more than 6,000 new cases over the past 24 hours. That's down slightly from yesterday, but still the highest numbers that we've seen since early December, along with 49 more deaths due to the virus. Right now, the state leaning on vaccinations instead of new restrictions to try to get this surge under control. Now, with infection rates on the rise, a lot of local school districts scrambling to try to make tough decisions here yet again. The Detroit Public School Community District confirms it is going back to virtual learning until at least April 12th. Similar discussions taking place inside districts all over Metro Detroit. Paula Tutman's been talking with district leaders, and Paula, these decisions impact so many people.
Yeah, they really do. They're not easy at all. This is a fast-moving train because even this afternoon we got word that Dearborn is following suit. And the week after spring break, we'll be going back to virtual learning. Same with Wayne Westland, but that's not all school districts because everyone is trying to figure out what works best for them. And the math just isn't adding up.
Kids are on spring break right now. We are scheduled to return to school on Monday.
School districts are experiencing their first spike in confusion this 2021 school year. Of course, last spring, there was a lot of confusion over the nearly overnight need for remote learning. In the fall, the question was to go back to face-to-face or not. Of course, December, districts shut down face-to-face learning to stem a surge. But this year, even though districts know more about the disease, it doesn't mean the math is any easier for them to make a decision on whether or not to prophylactically shut down schools to help slow the spread of the virus.
I don't know the right decision. It's really difficult. We know the value of in-person, and we made our decisions to get back to full time.
The Romeo School District goes on spring break next week, and at the moment the decision is to return to face-to-face learning afterwards.
Macomb County is one of the highest counties. Why wouldn't you go, okay, guys, okay, hold on. we got to stop this and give more people a chance to get vaccinated and for the disease to run its course.
You know, I'm not telling you that it isn't a logic decision and a decision that we haven't debated.
But Superintendent Dr. Todd Robinson says that while Macomb County superintendents are talking about this multiple times a week, he's inclined to fully return to face-to-face learning, but treat in-person learning on a school-by-school basis.
If we have to, it might only be one building or one level and not everybody.
The Pontiac District is also trying to make a decision by tomorrow so parents will be able to plan.
Looking at the upheaval of our constant changing of we're in school, we're out of school. That's why we're just taking our time and not rushing to decide one way or the other. Obviously, we want to give families enough time to prepare. We want to be very conscientious and make sure we're making the right decision.
Detroit Public Schools Community District has made it clear the week after spring break, all students and even the learning centers will go back to 100% remote to give teachers a chance to isolate and to keep the virus out of the schools. Okay, and a quick reminder, what we tell you today could also change tomorrow or next week because these school districts they're trying to figure out what the trigger is in terms of community spread and what the numbers are, and they're trying to plan from there, Devin.
Exactly right. So we'll only know if this 12 days is enough if we start to see this surge come under control. All right, Paula. Now, the drug company Pfizer is releasing more encouraging news about its vaccine. It says a new analysis of a phase 3 study shows the vaccine is 91% effective 6 months after the second dose. Pfizer says the protection might last even longer, but they need more time, of course, to determine that. Also, the vaccine seems to be fully effective against the South African variant of the virus. Pfizer says the data will be used now to apply to the FDA for full approval of its vaccine, because it's easy to forget this, but right now it currently has just emergency use authorization, under which everyone who's been getting it has been receiving the vaccine. Now, don't forget Local 4 and Click on Detroit are tracking the vaccines for you. You can find new information on our live vaccine blog. We can help you with clinics, appointments, offer other tips. Look for that live blog on the homepage of clickondetroit.com. Highly emotional testimony continues in the Derek Chauvin trial in Minneapolis. He, of course, is the former police officer charged for his role in the death of George Floyd during an arrest last May. Now, today we're getting an inside look into George Floyd's personal life, described to the jury for the first time. Let's bring in Sandra Ali, who's in the newsroom with more on his longtime girlfriend taking the stand. Sandra?
Well, Devin, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, everyone. Courtney Ross told the court today that she had been in a relationship with Floyd since August of 2017. She says that she met him at the Salvation Army shelter when she went to visit her son's father. Floyd was working as a security guard there and offered to pray with her.
He said, well, can I pray with you? I thought I was so tired. We had been through so much, my sons and I. And this kind person just to come up to me and say, can I pray with you? When I felt alone in this lobby, it was so sweet. And at the time.
And as you can see, they're a very emotional Ross. She also testified about both their struggles with opioid addiction. It's an attempt by prosecutors to get out in front of the argument by the defense that Floyd's drug use may have led to his death. Also today, a paramedic testified he had to ask officers to move off Floyd so they could tend to him.
You were seen bending down over Mr. Floyd, and there was a gesture made with your hand. What were you attempting to do at that point in time?
Just have the officer move.
Did you have a conversation at that point, or what was the intent behind that?
I don't recall if I said anything or not. I'm not sure.
And why did you need the officer to move?
So we could move the patient.
Derek Chauvin, by the way, is charged with second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. That trial still going on right now. We're going to have a full wrap-up of all of today's developments coming up for you tonight at 5. Devin?
You got it, Sandra. We'll see you at 5. We've got new information on another multiple shooting, this one in Southern California that left 4 people dead. Police say the man they believe is the gunman knew all of the victims, either through business or personally. They say he targeted them and chained the gates of an office complex to prevent police from getting inside. One of the victims who died, just a 9-year-old boy. A fifth person is still in the hospital. The suspect himself is in critical condition. It is not clear if his injuries were self-inflicted or if those came from police gunfire. No information on exactly why he targeted the victims he did. We've got more to come. But first at 4, the traffic jam in the Suez Canal not quite over, and there is a $1 billion investigation now underway. We'll tell you what happens next. Also ahead, looks like snow. It is not. We'll tell you what's attracting tourists to this. This is actually in the desert, believe it or not. But first, the next toilet paper problem we're all about to face. We'll tell you why it's coming and when next.